Progressive Christian devotional in 3 minutes or less. Jesus brings liberation from sin. But what is sin? Often these verses have been used by some Christians as an excuse to tell queer people we are going to hell. Or some Christians argue that those who don't vote Republican, or those who celebrate Halloween, or those who listen to secular music are in bondage to sin. But such a narrow view of sin seems more intent on controlling others and making people miserable than helping others live for God. Those who advocate for this view of sin confuse a mess of rules with avoiding sin. But there's another way to understand sin. Instead of sin as the breaking of a long list of rules, what if we understood sin as the ways in which we disrupt our connection to God and others? What if we understood sin as a rejection of the reality that each person is made in the image of God? In this understanding of sin, being queer is not sinful, but forcing others to deny who they are is. Voting for a specific candidate or party is not necessarily sinful, but advocating for policies and laws that oppress and harm others is. And instead of making a long list of impossible to follow rules, the antidote is to acknowledge that all of us are made in the image of God, and therefore we all deserve a world where we are cared for and loved, where we have enough to eat, a place to live, and medical care. The liberation Jesus brings to this form of sin is not one based on a simple 5-second prayer, but instead Jesus empowers us to imagine and work toward a more just and equitable world. Jesus opens our eyes and hearts to the fact that we are all interconnected to one another. Liberation from sin looks like being able to let go of an individualistic mentality that says, it doesn't matter what happens to everyone else as long as I get what I want. Jesus brings liberation from sin, but in order for that to occur, we need to expand our understanding of both sin and freedom. Prayer. God, help us to recognize that sin is not a matter of listening to the right music or wearing the right clothes. Rather, it is denying the fact that we are all made in your image. Reflection. What does liberation from sin look like to you?